No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
And here we are. It's a Monday morning. This is Mike Lodge. I am the business advisor. I hope you all had a good weekend. This was it was sunny on Saturday, and then Sunday it turned off rainy here. And it rained all last night. In fact, we're supposed to get rain in cold weather the remainder of this week. All the way through Friday. So this is going to be a fun week. I like this kind of weather though, but I must admit also that I'm kind of wanting the spring to come here. I would really like to see some blue skies, some sunshine, flowers beginning to bloom. But I'll have to wait because we have no control over Mother Nature. Right now she is the leader. By the way, today that's what we're going to talk about. I think that a lot of us are sitting in our homes and in our businesses, and we're saying to ourselves, we have no leadership. There is absolutely no leadership in Washington, D.C., or guidance, or really people that know what they're doing. And I think we're kind of getting exhausted. We're getting fatigued. So what we have to do, we have to change our thought process. Because since we have no leaders, we have to focus on our own lives, our own businesses, our own enterprises. And we have to say, okay, I need to be the leader because I've got people counting on me. Washington, D.C. doesn't care that they've got people counting on them. They don't care. It's all politics. So it kind of makes us all kind of concerned, but yet we have no control over it, except through our vote. But we do have control over how we lead in our own lives. Maybe if we just kind of talked about what leadership is really, really about. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. John Maxwell said that. And I agree with it wholeheartedly. Because a leader understands what's going on, and he goes, and he tries to make changes, and he knows the way that he wants to take your life, or how we want to take our own lives, I should say. And we have to show the way. We have to show the way to our family, our children, our employees if we're in business. So a great leader has the ability to inspire action through proper guidance and mentorship, and uses their knowledge to educate others along the way. A great leader also practices what they preach by also going the way. And I think that's one of the biggest problems that we see at the moment is that we don't see leaders that are practicing what they preach. They're not doing it. I often think there are some countries out there where their leaders are the most corrupt, the most evil, they're stealing from their own people. And down below, the people see this happening. And so what do? They do the same thing. They practice the same thing. Good example, because I've been there so much and done so much business in the Philippines. In the Philippines, they see the presidents and vice presidents and mayors and everybody else, congressmen, senators, all doing illegal stuff. Down below, they also do the same thing. They're going into their IRS system there and paying people under the table because they see it up above, so they do it down below. we have got to be able to change our process. Even though we see bad leadership at the top, we can lead below. And that's what we have to do. We have to lead within our own lives. I like what Albert Einstein once said. He said, the leader is who, out of the clutter, brings simplicity. Out of discord, harmony. And out of difficulty, opportunity. Being a leader is no easy task. It takes hard work, courage, and risk-taking. Excuse me. So we've heard the definition of what leadership really is. So how do we apply that towards our own lives? Well, look at our finances. Over the weekend, I had people call me concerned about their high cost of energy because of various new taxes and the price of natural gas and everything else that took effect as of January 1st. So people's financial lives are changing. So what do? Well, we have to look at how we're using our electrical output, how we're using our heat, how we're using everything. We're having to make all these decisions. And we're having to find new alternatives. And part of leadership is looking at what's out there that we can take advantage of. We have problems with our finances. So that means that we as leaders, we have to sit down and put together our budgets and put together our spending plan for 2023. That's part of leadership. That's part of leading your family. We do it in business. We have to sit down, put together our budgets, put together our cash flow, and we have to look at our future financials and where we want to be and where we want to go. That's what leadership is about. If you look at the most important, and I think that we're not talking about it enough, is our spiritual lives. Leaders need spirituality. They need the ability to call upon somebody that has much more wisdom and much more strength than we do. Surround yourself with good spiritual people, good advisors. Excuse me, I have a cough today. The other issue, and I've talked about it so many times throughout the years, is put together your own board of directors. Operate your life as if it's a business. And say to yourself, who is going to advise me? Who is surrounding me, my board of advisors, that's going to advise me? Because you need good advisors out there. And that is, maybe your pastor is your spiritual advisor. Maybe you have a good accountant that is your financial advisor. Maybe you have a good attorney that advises you on legal issues. Maybe you have a good friend that is well-rounded, educated through experience, has gone through life's troubles before. Maybe you have another person, maybe it's your mom or your dad that can then sit down and talk with you. And maybe it's your significant other. But put together those people that you can trust around you. Because a good leader needs advisors. It's amazing, isn't it? That, and I'll tell you something very honestly. A lot of people, every week I put out content that deals with spirituality. One of them that I found today, and you can use this if you want, because it's so important that we do think about this. And it is the process of our spiritual strength. Every single one of us needs spiritual strength. And there are places that you can go. There's a phone number I'm going to give you right now. And remember this phone number, okay? It's a good number. When you need some help, call this number. And it's Jeremiah 33:3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not. Now you're going to need that help today, and you're going to need it tomorrow. Remember that number, Jeremiah 33:3. A part of good leadership is that we call on strength. We call on people who have that ability to understand. We have that ability to listen, that has that ability to provide you with guidance. And there's nothing bad about it. But you have to make sure that you have sat down and put together your circle, your board of advisors. And the number one person on that board of advisors has got to be God. Has got to be his spiritual strength. People always send me notices, notices talking about, why in the world do you talk about God in business? Well, because it provides me with a ethical strength. It provides me with a moral strength. It provides me with wisdom. I tell you, if you go through the book of Proverbs, you're going to find a whole bunch of wisdom there. Also Psalms. But I love Proverbs because you can find any answer to business there. You can find any answer to issues that you're having with people. You can find any answer regarding ethics. The book of Proverbs is a great book. If you just sit down and take some time, if you just read that one book in the Bible, you will find as much wisdom as you possibly can. I happen to be writing a book at the moment. It's called Per God on Business. And we're going through a lot of these strengths that you can find from one book. And you can also find good strength on ethics and how to treat other people from Buddha and other places. But I choose to go to the Bible because it's been in my life ever since I was a kid. If you don't know how many times I've had to memorize memory verses to go to school because I went to a Christian school and had to repeat and memorize all those verses. But it's kept me going, and it's kept me strong, and it's needed, I feel, in my business. So today, just take a little bit of time and think about how you're leading, how you're guiding your children, how you're leading your family, leading your business, leading your employees. Think about it. It's really important. You're not going to get it from Washington, D.C., because right now there's no leadership. So you have to lead. And so I inspire you today. Find out as much as you possibly can about leadership. Study, listen, find quotes on it. Think about it on a constant basis every single day. And when you get up in the morning, pray that you can lead. Pray that you can forgive. Pray that you can teach other people to lead. A big part of leadership, it's forgiveness. Remember that. Practice it. Go all the way. If you want to have more access to me, go to www.lodge-co.com. If you want to send me a message or if you want to ask me a business question, send it to thebusinessadvisor@gmail.com. Everybody, God bless you. Love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.